All right, let's talk about a secret from a place you probably wouldn't expect, the world of bodybuilding. And honestly, it could totally transform your finances. It's called the financial bulk and cut, and it might just be the one thing holding you back from getting ahead. Okay, does this sound familiar to you? You're making good money, right? Let's say, I don't know, 85 grand a year. But somehow you're still feeling broke. You get to the end of the month, you look at your bank account, and you're just like, where did it all go? It's an incredibly frustrating feeling, and trust me, you are not alone. And this quote, this really hits the nail on the head. See, the core problem is that most of us are trying to do everything all at once. We're trying to play offense, make more money, while at the same time playing defense, saving every single penny. And the result? We end up being kind of mediocre at both. You get burned out, your income doesn't grow like it could, and your savings aren't that impressive either. You're just stuck. So, what's the solution? Well, what if I told you there's a better way? We're going to steal a genius idea from the world of bodybuilding, a strategy of focusing on one thing at a time. It's called bulking and cutting. So in fitness, the idea is super simple. It's almost impossible to build muscle and lose fat at the exact same time. Your body just doesn't work that way. So what do? They have a bulking phase where they eat more calories to gain muscle and strength. Then, later, they switch to a cutting phase, eating fewer calories to lose the fat and reveal all that hard-earned muscle. See? Two separate, super focused phases. And the key here is that each phase has one single goal. Bulking is all about offense, getting stronger. Cutting is all about defense, getting leaner. You don't mix them. You pick your lane and you go all in. Okay, so let's translate this to your money. It's the exact same logic. Financial bulking is your offense. Your one and only job is to grow your income. Period. Financial cutting is your defense. Your one job there is to grow your savings by optimizing the money you've already got. The reason so many of us feel stuck is because we're trying to do both at the same time. So let's break this down, starting with phase one, bulking. All right, phase one, financial bulking. Listen up, because this is important. In this phase, you have one job, just one. Forget saving. Forget budgeting down to the penny. Your single-minded obsession is to increase your income as fast as humanly possible. Now, who is this for? Typically, this is for people in their 20s, maybe early 30s. That time in your career when your income potential is just explosive. You need to think of yourself like a startup in full-on growth mode. You reinvest everything back into the business, and the business is you. We're talking about spending money on certifications, courses, networking events, whatever it takes to level up your skills. And get this, a low savings rate, maybe 5 or 10%, that's not just okay. It's actually part of the plan. Seriously, think about it like this. The time and mental energy you spend clipping coupons to save, $5 on groceries, that is time and energy you are not spending learning a skill that could land you a $10,000 raise. It's a classic case of winning a tiny battle but losing the entire war. I mean, look at this. The return on your energy is just, it's not even close. You could become the world's greatest coupon clipper and save maybe $1,000 in a year. That's fine. Or you could take that same energy, get a new certification, and negotiate a $16,000 salary bump. It's a total no-brainer. And here's the crazy part. That raise isn't a one-time win. Oh no. A single $20,000 raise you get in your 20s, because every future raise is based on that new, higher salary, can compound to over $600,000 over your career. Let that sink in. That is the insane power of financial bulking. So yeah, penny pinching when you're young, it feels like you're being responsible, right? But it's a tactical mistake. You're winning a tiny little battle while completely ignoring the massive strategic war for your financial future. The real prize is growing your income. Okay, but you can't bulk forever, right? At some point, your income starts to plateau, and that is the signal. That's when you make the all-important pivot to phase two, financial cutting. Now the obsession completely shifts from earning more money to keeping more of the money you make. So once you hit that income ceiling, it's go time for cutting. The goal here is to jack up your savings rate. I'm talking going from, say, 10% to 30, maybe even 40%, without earning a single dollar more. This is when you become a detective. You audit every single subscription. You spend an afternoon on the phone negotiating your car insurance and cell phone bills. You question everything. And this requires a huge mental shift. The question is no longer, can I afford the fancy car? Because after your bulking phase, you probably can. The real question is, what is this actually costing me? So that $650 car payment, you start to see it for what it is, almost $8,000 a year that could be invested and turning into real generational wealth down the line. And when you frame it like that, yeah, the Audi lost, the future won.
You know, the best part about the cutting phase is this. It doesn't take any special talent. Bulking takes skill. It takes networking. Cutting, it just takes honesty. You just have to be brutally honest with yourself about what you actually value, not what you think you're supposed to value.
So there you have it, the two phases, bulking and cutting. Which brings us to the most important question of all, the one you need to answer for yourself. Now that you know the rules of the game, which phase are you in?
And here's a super simple test to figure it out. Ask yourself this and be really honest. If you went all out for the next year, learning, networking, job hunting, could you realistically add $15,000 to your salary? Yes or no? Your answer right there gives you your marching orders. If you said yes, then congratulations, you are in your bulking phase. Your job is to skill up, network, and negotiate. That's it. Forget the small stuff. But if you said no, that's okay too. It just means you're in the cutting phase. Your job is to audit, optimize, and question everything. When you put it all together, you can kind of see the ideal financial journey, right? Your 20s are for just aggressive, all-out bulking. Build that income. Your 30s are for ruthless cutting. Take that awesome income and turn it into an insane savings rate. You do that in your 40s and beyond, that's when you get to coast. You get to enjoy the incredible foundation you built. So the big takeaway here is this. Real wealth isn't built by trying to do a little bit of everything. It's built by doing one thing exceptionally well in focused phases. It's about knowing which season you're in. So I'll leave you at this. Pick your phase, commit to it 100%, and go in.